Hi, welcome to transgender time management. People think that transferring from one gender to the next can be done in the blink of an eye. Rome wasn't built in a day. It took over 250 years for the United States to be formed. Yes, I know it keeps on forming and it keeps on changing every day. So, what we're going to talk about is time management. First thing we have to do is understand what is time. Time is an event. What is an event? It's anything that has a starting point and an ending point. Thus, we break down a starting time at 12 midnight and we end at 12 midnight to encompass 24 hours in a day. And what we do in those times is we live. This is a breakdown of what we do on a week, because certain days we do not work and other days we do. We spend 160 hours in a week, but we spend 52 hours or 56 hours sleeping, 40 hours working, 21 hours eating and preparing meals, 7 hours preparing, and 7 hours traveling, and 7 hours of relaxing. That's a total of 138 hours that we have activities in a week. These are all A activities. We can't get rid of them. So that leaves us with anywhere between 30 or 35, depending on how your day is. But in this example, we're going to use 30 hours. Now, we have 30 extra hours in a week. 30 extra hours in a week equals 195 8-hour days. Now, what can you do with that time? Let's break it down into 30-minute breaks. We have an hour for lunch. Some of us have an hour and a half. We generally have 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch break. So what we can do on those 15-minute breaks where we don't have time to go anyplace is to whip out a book. Now, let's look at the facts right here. If you read 30 minutes a day, that is 52 books a year. That is equivalent to a 2-year college education. However, if we read 1 hour a day, that's 104 books a year. If we read it for 2 years, we become an expert in our own field. Now, can you imagine? We can write our own tickets, and we don't have to be a stigma to once we make the transition, we lose our jobs, and we have to work for close to minimum wage. By becoming an expert in our field, we can write our own ticket regardless of our appearance or what people think. So, the major step in planning your day is take a sheet of paper and write it from number 1 to 10. List all your activities in the order of importance. With the most important activities, put an A next to it. Then, for the most important activities that can be delayed, put a B. For those things that you want to do that you can either prolong it for about 2 or 3 days, put a C. Do all the A activities first, then do the B's and C's. Now, this will add up to 2.5 hours a day for those people who think they're really busy. Now, what can you do in 2 hours a day? I showed you what you can do in 30 to 1 hour a day. You can devote this extra time in your transition. You can get up, walk around the office or plant, and take a breather and practice your voice. You spent 30 minutes traveling to work and 30 minutes traveling home. What can you do in those 30-minute trips? You can practice your voice. You can organize your day to increase more time for your transition. You can learn to speed read on one of your breaks. If you learn to speed read, it's very simple. You take the most scientific instrument that you have, your fingers, and you put it under the line you're reading. If you do that, you will increase your reading rate 20 to 30% right away. And if you keep on practicing it for 20 minutes a day for 6 weeks, you can read anywhere between 600 and 800 words per minute. The average reader reads 150 to 200 words per minute. So you can read a book in 1/3 of the time. If you become like Howard Bird that reads 20,000 words per minute, you can read the entire book on one of your breaks. So the best thing that time management can tell you to do in your transition is get organized. Use your time wisely. Set aside certain times where you can practice your voice, your walk. These are the two primary things that will take the longest. You can practice your makeup. You can practice anything else that you want to do. You can even spend some time researching so you become well informed. You have the power to do whatever you want. Take time and use it wisely. 13 minutes a day equals a lot over a year. Don't waste it like most people do. Most people waste their day. Do you know the difference between a rich man and a poor man? No, it's not money. A rich man and a poor man has 24 hours in a day. What a rich man does is he invested his time to his advantage. He will plan his day and work his plan. A poor man will squander his day. He will spend 25 to 30 hours a week watching TV instead of improving his life. Don't be like the foolish man or the poor man, and enrich your life with knowledge that will grow your skill. Use the public library. Get books on time management. Learn to use it. Brian Tracy has a great book, How to Eat the Frog, or Flight Plan. Those are great books that you can read to develop your skills and meet your transition in an expedient manner. Use role models. Find out which person at work, in your life, social group, and start networking. You can greatly increase your time in transition if you network people. But to do that, you have to have time. So use time, research time, and apply it to your transition.